Hello, everybody. So, since I can't be with you all today, which I'm super sad about, I am bringing you my portion of the PD via video. Da 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 da. So, you have talked about where do you get the data and how do you maintain it, and then what do you do with it? And so now the last part, which I've really tried to focus on this year, especially since I've had my kids for 2 years, is how to get the kids to own it. So this is something Lauren has made, which I used to share with my kids. She has it for 3rd and 4th grade. So it kind of explains what their score and what their range means. So it's a little bit more meaningful to the kids. And then this sheet back here, we constantly use multiple times throughout the year so they know what the data means and they're not just looking at it more than once. And then this is something new I started this year, and this is something to help the kids reflect on their own data. So let's look at each one a little more closely. So this sheet, I put the kid's name at the top, and then I put their DRA and their MAP score and their percentile. And then since they're in 4th grade, I put their reading and math K-Prep. And then when we confer fall, winter, and then right before, either before the winter and after the winter, and before the spring and after, we talk about what's something that they need to improve on, what are the things they've been working on, and then what's going to help them get up to that next percentile. And they keep these in their grit binders, and then we've also used these at conferences, so they're constantly thinking, in my DRA, this is what I need to be working on each day. Before I DRA test again, I need to be really good at this in order to improve. When I last took my MAP test in reading, I was doing poorly at this, so when I take it this time, I'm going to focus on this to really meet my goal. And the same thing in math. So just that they're seeing these are the things I need to do, and these are the things I can improve upon, so that way they're always thinking about it in their daily instruction, and they're thinking about it when it's time to sit down and take it again. And the last thing that I did new this year was I made this little strip for each kid. And the first part has their DRA, and then their reading map, and then their math map. And so I've tracked it all the way back to 2nd grade, and then the end of 3rd grade, and then all 2 that we've done so far in 4th grade, so they can see their DRA across time, and then their map score and percentile across time for reading and for math. And so we went through and we looked at what those were, and we used that color-coded chart that Lauren has made and shared with us, and we talked about what that means and where they're at. And then they used a Google form to go through each of their data. They used this part for their reading to just kind of think about how do their scores compare? What do they notice from the end of 2nd grade to 4th grade? Why do they think that those things are the way that they are? Why did it either stay the same, drop, or increase? What have you done? And then what can you do to improve it? And what should you be working on, or what should you be doing better to increase it if you have not? And then what can I do to help you more in the classroom to grow and get where you need to be from the winter to the spring, or to bump up a DRA level? So we really kind of use these to think about where they are, where they've been, to help them know what they need to be doing next to decide where they're going. And things like this take a little bit longer, I've noticed, but the more I practice it with them, the better I'll get at instructing them. This was a learning process this time, and so it took way longer than I thought that it should have. But the more I get better at it, and the more the kids are used to looking and seeing, this is where I was, this is where I'm at now, what am I noticing? Why do I think it is that way? Like for some of them, like in this one, 77th percentile into 2nd grade, 34th percentile at the winter of 4th grade. Well, why is that? And we had that conversation. What do you notice? Why is it that way? What have you been doing? What will you do? What will you change? Those kinds of things. Just getting them to own it and to realize that this is really all on them, and that they need to use this and move forward to push themselves to be the best learner that they possibly can. And if I can help you with any way or share any of these things that you've seen that you would like to use, I would be more than happy to. And again, I'm sorry I can't be there today. So I hope that this made sense. And if not, then you can gladly email me any questions. Thanks, ladies. Have a good afternoon. Bye.